The Greek tale of Sisyphus is a rather remarkable one. It tells the tale of Sisyphus, the first king of Ephyra, who, although being a cunning figure who led his kingdom to prosperity, he was also a trickster who committed many acts which angered the gods. Among these acts included cheating death twice, for which he received his now infamous punishment from Hades. He was to push an immense boulder up a hill, only for it to roll back down every time it neared the top, repeating this action for eternity. Whilst this is not the most grotesque or wicked punishment bestowed by the gods in Greek mythology, for many, it seems to bear an eerie resemblance to the monotony of life, and the frivolous nature of repetitive tasks. Albert Camus was a French-Algerian philosopher, author, dramatist, journalist, and political activist born in 1913, into poverty. He lived a tumultuous and turbulent life, characterized by his father's passing, among many other factors, which contributed to his identity and philosophy a great deal, no doubt. He was a recipient of the 1957 Nobel Prize in Literature, and his philosophical works include The Stranger, The Plague, The Fall, The Rebel, and of course, The Myth of Sisyphus, which is what we will be discussing presently. The Myth of Sisyphus is a 1942 essay by Albert Camus, in which Camus introduces his philosophy of the absurd, influenced by philosophers such as Schopenhauer, Kierkegaard, and Nietzsche. Camus details how the absurd lies between the juxtaposition between the fundamental human need to attribute meaning of life and the unreasonable silence of the universe in response. Camus states that this realization does not justify suicide, but instead revolt. Further into the essay, he outlines several approaches to the absurd life. Camus concludes the essay in the final chapter comparing the absurdity of the human condition to the situation of Sisyphus. He concludes the essay by saying, the struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Just as Sisyphus' fate lacked any real sense of purpose and meaning, he argued the same could be said for the human experience. Rather than fleeing from the absurd, Camus tells us to confront it directly and to revolt against our absurd conditions, by embracing life and creating our own meaning. Camus imagines Sisyphus smiling to begin his task again, ultimately defying the gods and the absurdity of his condition. He teaches to embrace the struggle itself, and to find meaning and joy in the absurd. This teaches a valuable lesson for life, as to embrace the absurd conditions and struggles we find ourselves in day to day, and find meaning and joy in it.